Hello, this is just a little video on our camper. Just gonna take you on a tour of our setup, what we've done, and yeah, let me know what you think. If you're somebody who is interested in buying a Scamp and want to know the inner workings of the camper, what they have to offer, so on and so on. If you're interested in that stuff, we do have a video on here that I'll include at the end of this video, the link for it. When we first bought it, I recorded the guy telling us about it and showing us what everything is, what everything does. Very informative. It's pretty long because I think I recorded our whole visit at the Scamp factory, but it's pretty informative. So if you're wondering about what a Scamp has to offer, I suggest you check that video out. In the meantime, enjoy what we've done with ours. And here's the outside of our Scamp. She is still looking good. We've replaced the tires on it. That's the only thing we've done to the outside. The only positive thing. There is a negative thing, and that is our awning is no longer usable. Because of me, we left it out one night when it was raining. Not a heavy rain, but enough to put enough weight on the awning to collapse it, since I'm the idiot that didn't lower one of the corners to allow the water to run off. Not really sure what we're gonna do about it yet. I tried bending it back, I just didn't have any luck, so right now it's just sitting there doing nothing. I have a couple of zip ties on each end to keep it from popping out. So, I mean, we haven't had any worries about that. Yeah, lesson learned. So remember, people, if you have your awning out, lower one of your corners. You'll be able to see a couple nice bends coming up. There's one. There's one. And there is another one. So yeah, lesson learned, people. Okay, so now I will show you the inside of the camper and some of the things that we've done. Okay, so let's start with the bathroom. Nice little Scamp wind chime. I think Amy bought that at the first Scamp rally. The bathroom is still kind of a work in progress. We kind of change things up as we see fit. These here we think are pretty cool. Just little shoe holders where we throw our shower shoes. Nice little basket attached with this. It's a self-adhesive thing. Towel rack, a couple hooks, and a couple more hooks here. Towels, and we haven't used the shower in here yet. If we ever do, obviously we'll be taking a lot of the stuff out to use the shower. I'd like to try it sometime since we have it, but so right now, yeah, it's just kind of like our bathroom when we need it, and I don't know, a utility closet maybe, but that's the bathroom. Our couch. Again, we took the top bunk off. I think we've had it off for 2 years now, maybe. And if you don't use it, that's one thing I would suggest you do is take the top bunk off if you're not using it, because it makes for a lot bigger couch. You can actually sit all the way back. And 2-inch memory foam, just like we have on our bed. And if you want to sit back here, maybe you're just kicking it, chilling, who knows, visiting. Nice handy little drink holders. Easy to attach. You just peel and stick. And they've worked great. We haven't had any problems with them. Nothing's fallen off of them. And here we have some hooks. Some more hooks there. Some more hooks here. You'll catch a reoccurring theme. Hook there. This is a great spot for just a little box of Kleenexes. We used to hang our flashlights up here, headlamps, flashlights, whatever. But when you're moving, they're swinging, hitting this thing, so we have a couple nice black streaks on here. And they usually find themselves on the ground anyway when we get to our destination. So no, that's just going to be for like coats or a shirt, Amy's purse, hat, whatever. And here's a couple more of the shoe holder things. You come in from outside, maybe your shoes are wet or dirty. So, just stick them in there. And if you think they'll be in the way, I don't think they will be, because the only time we will have shoes in there is when we are in the camper. If we're not in here, obviously they'll probably be on our feet. Just a couple little pockets, Velcro pockets, stick great to the rat fur. And Kiss, Amy made that. But this is a nice place. This is where we put our headlamps now. And just some easily accessible stuff, a flashlight, bug spray, sunscreen, whatever you want to throw in there. The cabinet above the refrigerator. Here Amy made just another little storage pocket type thing that hangs over the cabinet door on top of the fridge. You can never really have too much storage space in a small travel trailer. So here, just again, you got something small, something handy that you might need to get hold of. Throw it in there. A little basket up here to put whatever you may want. And these are great. These things here, they keep everything closed while you're traveling. And inside here is just, it's a little cluttered now, but this is where we're going to be having all of our dishes, some of the bigger cooking utensils, cups, whatever you want to throw up there. And all this Kiss stuff that you see, Amy made. Pot holder. We bought these, obviously, the little knobs for the doors. And up here, right now we just have some cleaning stuff up here, some towels. We changed things up quite a bit. And this here is actually a hand mixer, but who knows? In a couple months we might decide to have something else up there. And here, just a little cutting board over the sink as shelf space or countertop space for whatever you might need. Paper towel holder. Everything you see attached to the camper is attached with like self-adhesive stuff. We haven't drilled nothing in the sides. And those self-adhesive stick things are actually pretty strong. Another hook here. One thing we've done, if somebody's, if you're changing clothes, going to the bathroom, maybe want a little extra privacy, she has a hook there, and then that one there, or this one here, you just hang like a little curtain, or just buy a little curtain and hang it between those two things, and you have yourself some privacy. The stove. We haven't done nothing with this area here, really. Another hook, just for a little pad to throw a hot pan or whatever you might need on it. We like buffalo, bison, so right now it's just a little decorative piece. And, of course, Sam. Say hi to Sam. And up here is a great spot to store your remote controls. This thing here is actually a solar powered light, which when it gets dark I will show you this thing, so that will be probably at the end of the video. The remote controls attached with another self-adhesive that you stick on here. Put one piece there, one piece on the remote control, and just stick it in there. They stay, have no problems with them. We do have just one little decorative thing that we did with a couple of lights. This remote. This remote. This one here is for this. It actually, may not be able to tell now, but it actually brightens this place up a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. If you don't want too much light, just a little bit for the mood or whatever. Various colors. And this is attached with magnet. This is magnetic, obviously. And here's the magnets here. Just bam. So that works pretty good. This one here, we just put this up not too long ago. There you go. Again, different colors. Set the mood however you want. And when you're outside and have the shades up, or the blinds, it has a little, it's kind of cool. Seeing the various glowing inside the camper. So that is just some fun little lighting that we've done. Again, that is right up there. And let's talk about this little cluster of stuff. This is nice. I mean, you plug it into the cigarette, or yeah, the cigarette lighter, port, whatever you want to call it. And our little lights that we had, those plug in this thing here. Or you can use it to charge your phone, whatever. Amy works remote, and she needs to plug various things in at once, so yeah, we got that. We have another one here. Might be a little overkill, but one thing, our bottom outlet here, pretty much since we bought the camper, this one hasn't worked. If you plug something in here, it kills the power to the camper. Not sure what the deal is with that, but it isn't a big deal when you have stuff like this. And this here also doesn't work, the electric option on our hot water heater. I'm thinking when we bought it, I don't know, maybe something when we were traveling, something hit the switch to on, and with no water in there, it's going to burn out your heating coil, obviously. I think this is I don't know, I think they should have put the off on the bottom, the on the top. Because when you're traveling, if you have stuff banging around in here, and if it hits that, it's easy to do. It's going to burn out your coil. But, so yeah, maybe we'll get that taken care of sometime. We've never had the need to use it yet, so we're fine with how it is. And up here, we just have some games or movies. We have a trail cam up there. This side here is some medical stuff. I mean, obviously you can throw whatever you want up there. These are kind of nice. They keep stuff together and organized. And above the stove, these three little cabinets. Not really much in here. We're probably going to be putting food up here. This might be just like our sort of pantry. Coffee. These nice little collapsible bowls. These are actually pretty nice. They fold out fairly big, and they collapse to a nice little size that you can stack them easily, not taking up much room. Now let's take a look inside this one here. This is where we put our cooking stuff. We don't really have, I don't know, I mean, I'm not going to take all this stuff out, but we have just an electric burner. We have a griddle. This is actually a toaster oven, which works amazing. It's a toaster oven, and it's also an air fryer. But that is our cooking stuff. Let's take a peek inside this door here. Oh, our silverware drawer has silverware in it. And this here used to pop open a lot when we were traveling. And again, since getting these things, it has stayed put. I'm not even sure what we got down here. Oh, this here is a coffee pot. You can't very well see it, but that's a small coffee pot. And in here, this one here, we have a little trash can. So that's basically our camper. Simple, underneath these here, I think we just have some more games underneath there. That one, there's the freshwater tank, but there's a little bit of space in there where you can store other stuff. And when our house sells and we're living in here for a few months or however long, we'll probably throw a few things of clothing in here. But mostly I'm going to be having mine in my vehicle. I mean, obviously there's a lot of storage space inside the vehicle, so I'm probably going to keep my clothes in there. And up here, just a couple other random things. This is actually a little table. So that is our camper. And these blinds, when we bought this is a 2019, we bought it new. The blinds didn't come with it yet. So we bought those and I installed those, which was I didn't find any instructions on how to do it. So I kind of just learned as I went, and I asked a couple questions on Facebook and got a couple good answers, but they were actually pretty easy to put on. And I do have a video on how to put those on if you're interested in buying these and putting them on your camper. And we still have these windows, which I guess they stopped using because they were having the supplier that they got them from, I guess they were having issues with them. But we like them. We've never had any problems with them. And I like these ones here because when it's raining, you can still have your window open without worrying about it getting wet, without having water come in. And that's another thing. We have not had any problems so far with the windows leaking or anything like that. So the only problems we have had with our camper is the awning outside, which was my fault. And that outlet down there, along with the electric option on the hot water heater. So I don't know, what do you think? And this here, the third annual rally is coming up, so be sure to stop by and grab your button. And I know there are plenty of people, I don't know, who frown upon a TV in your camper. You're camping, why should you be watching TV? But there are times, you know, maybe the weather's bad, you're in a storm, who knows? Maybe you just want to sit up at night and watch a movie, watch a little TV. I see no problem with that at all. So yeah, we have the old TV that when we're at a place without any type of Wi-Fi, we will just be using the mobile hotspot, which this is connected to right now, and I mean, it's great. So let me know what you think. I mean, it may not have been the greatest tour through the camper. We're still getting things worked out. But when we are living in this thing temporarily full time, I think we have it set up pretty good. And believe it or not, we bought this in 2019, brand new. It's got 2 propane tanks on the front, and we are still on our first tank. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? But I mean, we used the heater, the Scamp heater, I think once or twice when we first bought it. But now, whenever we're someplace where it's a little chilly, we usually have electric, if nothing else, electric hookup. And this little space heater is amazing. It's small, but it's quiet, and it heats this thing up pretty quickly. And so yeah, and we haven't used the stove that often. We're usually cooking on one of the electric options that we have. And we don't use the hot water. I mean, we haven't had a need to really use any of that stuff. So yeah, hence the reason for still having our first tank of propane. So I would really appreciate any input or advice or thoughts or ideas that you might have as far as your camper setup. This is ours for now, and we like it. Everyone's different. We do have, like I say, we have hooks all over, but you just never know. You never know when you might need to hang something up. You never know what you might want to use them for. And, if we ever want to take them off, we can take them off. But this is our setup. When we're actually living in here, I'll have a better idea on if we need to do something differently or set something up differently. And if we do change too much on it, who knows? Maybe I'll do another little walkthrough. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if I gave you any ideas or whatnot. Maybe you can give me some ideas. But like and subscribe and follow us on our journey as we are in the process of selling our house and living in here for a while, and then eventually finding a new house. So we will catch you later, hopefully at the Scamp rally. And this here, who can tell me what this is? This is a solar powered light. You inflate it, which actually goes pretty quick, as you'll see. One breath is all she took. There. You can just hang it from wherever. Need some light. Like I say, it's solar powered. It shows you how much power is left in here. And this has been in the camper for a while. And she's still plenty of juice. It's got different colors. So yeah. This is something we both really enjoy this. I love it. I mean, I think it's going to come in handy. Just want a little bit of light at night, just hang it up. So, yeah. Solar powered inflatable light. And as you can see, with me sitting at the other end of the Scamp, that little inflatable light does put out some light.